Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and biscuits. My name is Lazy Biscuit, host of the Lazy Biscuit YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing a game I've always wanted to review for such a long time now, Overcooked 1 and 2. Now, originally this was just going to be a review of Overcooked, back when my channel was first starting to do reviews, but then Overcooked 2 came out, and all this other stuff kept happening that came to, prevent and delay the game from, reviewing it, but now that's all cleared up, and I can finally review Overcooked. So let's cut the chit-chat and get right into the review!
Now, Overcooked's rules are pretty simple. Get the food, prep the food, cook the food, and serve. And don't forget to wash the dirty dishes. Seems simple, right? Well, there is a catch. On the stages you'll be playing on, there's always going to be something that prevents or slows you down from doing a certain task. On one stage, there are two stations. One of them is for gathering food and serving it to the hungry customers. And on the other, you will be prepping and serving the food. Seems simple, right? Well, it would be simple if it weren't for the fact that the only way to cross between these two stations is through this busy crosswalk full of pedestrians who are always just getting in your way and they're slowing you down. Like, come on, man, the soup is right there. It is burning, man. It's right there. You can see it's on fire. Please just let me pass. And what's even worse is that each level gets even more difficult as you progress. You could be playing on a stage where there's two trucks racing each other, or you could be playing on a stage on a pirate ship that sways and swerves around, moving the prep tables and loose food absolutely everywhere. It's chaotic. It's hectic. The soup is on fire. Put it out already.
And because of these hectic and chaotic maps, Overcooked relies heavily on teamwork and cooperation. Each person needs to have their set job that they do quickly and efficiently, and you really need to communicate with your teammates to say which job is who's going to do what job. Like, for example, I'm going to be doing the prepping, you're going to be doing the cooking, you're going to be doing the gathering the food, you'll be washing the dishes and serving it to the customers. You need to work like a well-oiled machine. But this does run into one major problem. Overcooked does not have an online mode and you can't play with your friends on the Switch. This is a problem if you're someone like me who doesn't have any real friends and all of his friends are just online. And the problem is, playing by yourself on Overcooked can get pretty difficult.
Like I said, this game relies heavily on teamwork and cooperation, so if you're by yourself, you can't get much done. Now, you do have two characters to control, which does sound easier, but the problem is, you have to control these characters. There's not a computer player that helps you out. No, you have to constantly swap between one chef and another. And in this hectic game, it doesn't really work all that well, because like I said, these maps, they just keep getting harder and harder and harder as you progress onwards. I couldn't even beat level 6 in the first area. And this is like the first area we're still like trying to figure out what does what. I couldn't even beat the 6th level because I'm by myself. I couldn't do it. Because these stages and maps are way too unpredictable, and they constantly throw stuff at you that, prevents you from doing things. And having to change from one chef to another really takes time up from, needing to do stuff like prepping food or serving food, stuff like that. It really kind of sucks the fun out of, playing Overcooked, because it's more fun playing with people than by yourself. However, you could make a video of Can You Beat Overcooked by Yourself? That's a pretty good video title. I think I might have to save that one.
And that concludes my review for the first Overcooked. I would talk more about it and review more about it, but this game is just too difficult for me to play by myself. Now, don't let this fool you. This is a great game to play when you have friends over, but if you want a game to, just enjoy, to relax, spend a weekend playing a game, Overcooked isn't the type of game to play. And now, on to my review of Overcooked 2.
And I am so glad to say that Overcooked 2 is way better than the first Overcooked. It fixes all the problems I had. And where do I even start? Maybe I should start by saying this game now has an online mode, which I am so happy it has. This one little thing that they added, this one tiny little thing that they added automatically makes it better than the first Overcooked. This online mode makes me say, you know what, this game, it's way better than Overcooked, because I can finally enjoy Overcooked the way it's meant to be. I enjoy it being a chaotic, hectic, chef-making pasta simulator thing. Not only that, they also have the mode where you can invite your friends to a room and you can play with your friends, on the Switch online, which is also great. So now I can invite my friends who do have Overcooked 2 into a room and they can play with me, and it is just, I am so happy that they added this. This, I could just say that and be like, that's it for Overcooked 2. It's automatically the best game ever, but they went a step beyond. They went a step beyond just adding an online mode. They added different modes for the core game mode. Like, for example, they added practice mode, which I'm also pretty ecstatic. I'm pretty happy. That's the word for happy. The other word for happy. I'm pretty happy that they added that, because now you can go into a map, right? And practice on it. You don't even have to beat the map to unlock it, right? To play practice. No, you can play practice before you even play the map. That is so amazing, because now I can play the map and get the whole, I can get the lay of the land. Like, okay, yeah, okay, so this is what happens. The kitchen catches on fire on one side, preventing me from going to that other side, so I can't go there. So it really helps out that I can practice now and really, okay, know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I know I need to work quickly, so how do I make this recipe? Okay, I do this. I'm gonna find some shortcuts. I like that they do that. I really do like that they added that. And they added a bunch of other stuff, but the one I really want to talk about is the online mode. That's the thing I want to talk about the most. Because when the first Overcooked came out, and I was like, well, they need an online mode. But how are they going to have an online mode? Like, you got to communicate with your teammates saying, okay, who's going to do what? You couldn't really do that. In this one, they fixed it by having communication, by having, these little taunts that say, I'm cooking, I'm prepping, I'm cleaning, I'm doing this. Like, it's a taunt menu, right? You can select what job you are going to have. And that is great, because you can communicate with these random people you find over, online mode, and tell them what you're going to do. Now, before you start online mode, I highly suggest looking at the recipes, right? Because you get to choose which map you want, and there'll probably be a stage or a map that, you haven't played yet. I know from experience. I only played the first couple of levels. It was like, okay, I'm done. Onto online mode. I want it. And then we're making pizzas. I'm like, oh, how do you make pizza? I've only made sushi. I don't know how to make pizza. Where does this cheese go? Anyways, that right there is just, it makes Overcooked better. And what's the best part of this game is, the best part is not the online mode, the best part isn't the fact that they added a practice mode, no. The best part is, it's still that Overcooked charm. It's still the same goofy looking chefs running around, chopping up food and making sure the soup doesn't burn or the pizza doesn't burn. It's still the same crazy, wacky, hectic, chaotic game about cooking and cleaning. They didn't sacrifice any of that. They didn't sacrifice the charm, they didn't sacrifice the goofiness. They just upgraded it. They made it better. They made it better, and I am so happy that they did. I can finally enjoy Overcooked the way it's intended.
And now for the question on everyone's mind right now. Which Overcooked should I pick up? Overcooked or Overcooked 2? Personally, I'd say pick up Overcooked 2, because it just has so much more to offer than Overcooked 1, and it's way easier to play by yourself. And that finishes up the review of Overcooked 1 and 2. Oh man, this was a pretty big review. So what do you guys think of Overcooked? Do you think it's a 5-star dessert, or do you think it's just a simple, tiny, microwavable pizza? Answer down in the comments below, and I'll see you ladies and biscuits in the next video. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to my baking. There's a dessert named after me. Can you believe it? I'm so honored. A dessert named after me. Bye-bye, biscuits.